In today's lab, we're going to be going over how using Linux Live Media to boot and install it to a virtual machine. So I skipped the previous step, which was just showing booting up the Fedora system. So the instructions are to click Try Fedora, and then after we click Try Fedora, it shows us this tab where it says you can choose install to hard drive in the activities overview at any later time. So we hit close, then we go to activities, and then we go to show applications, and this tab pops up, or hint bubble, and it says look for the Fedora emblem to locate installer. So we'll click that off, and then the Fedora emblem will be here. So click on that. The instructions change a bit. Now it's telling us to install it in English and then United States English. So we'll hit continue. And then after that, we got to make sure it's installed in this, the 20 GBI VMware Virtual S SDA. Make sure it's installed. Click on this to make sure it's installed. And then after that, you hit done, and then it will change it into that. So then it will begin installation. And then we got to create a password. So the password is going to be capital P, the curly A, SS, W0, RD, all lowercase, and then 1. And we repeat the same. We got to confirm our password again. So capital P, curly A, SS, W0, RD1. Then we hit done. And then after that, we let the software install. And then we hit quit. No. And then we are returned to the desktop. And then it says the instructions to check the username for your login in the upper right corner. You'll see it's still live system user. This indicates the system is still running for the live DVD, and we need to restart that system to boot into your new installation. So we're going to go into our upper right hand corner, go to power off the button, and then we hit restart. Now that your system is booting to the hard drive, you'll see the Grub2 bootloader. Since it's installed from the live DVD, it may not be the latest version. Check for updates later. Since you will be working with a new install, it will need to be configured in the environment and the new user. Perform the configuration, and then add the user lab connection with password2. When the system boots, check the log user. If you're satisfied, power off the system. So we're going to be doing that. Make sure it's United States English, US keyboard, time zone. It's going to be automatically set to Philadelphia, United States time. Hit next. Skip that, and then full name. I guess we'll be doing lab connection. Be our username. Next, and our password is going to be capital P, curly A, SS, W0, RD2. And after that, we do the same, capital P, curly A, SS, W0, RD2. Next. And then we're all set. Thank you for choosing Fedora. We hope that you love it. Then hit start using Fedora. Oops. And then we check that our users use the username is right, so it's right. And then we'll shut off the system. And then click next to proceed to the next exercise. So we'll click next. And then we're presented with a series of questions. So then we have to drag each of these things. So we'll go from HDBH or HDB goes to primary slave PATA hard disk. HDD goes to secondary slave PATA hard disk. HDC goes into secondary master PATA hard disk. And then HDA goes to primary master PAT hard disk. So then we click next. Just To support secure authentication, you must configure the administrator's account root at least blank amount of regular user accounts. In the space provided, enter only the numeric value, so that the value would be 1. At least, at least one regular user account. And then another question is what's the maximum number of primary partitions that can be stored on a hard disk? 4. That'd be the maximum amount. So let me click next. Another question: the master boot recorder MBR is used on the hard disk that are blank 2 terabytes in size. It'd be less than 2 terabytes in size. And then the GUID partition table is used on hard disks that are blank 2 terabytes in size, and it'd be greater than or equal to 2 terabytes in size. And after that, it should be you answered 5 out of 5 correctly. You scored 100%. Lab details, you scored completed the practical portion of this lab. Our score is 100%. And then summary, overall it's 100%. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this lab helped, and see you next time.